So we learned that Louise Tannenbaum told us to avoid the prophets. And then we were looking at our notes, and we had a note from PF Liv that was titled "The Prophets Reunite" about Elizabeth's shadow walking across the living room and hearing her voice. And then she was questioning her sanity, so we assume that PF Liv and Elizabeth are both prophets. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. And what did we learn about the ugliness, Logan?
I have it.
You, you have it. What happens with it?
Your genes are modified and you become. Oh, what even was it? Everyone just turns real weird, and once you're ugly, then everyone is equal, according to Jonas, the teenage cult leader, who has someone has a lot of eyes. I don't remember if it's him or
I
if
think it's
it's
Bergen has a
Bergen
Yeah,
lot
has
of
a lot
Bergen's
of
eyes.
got the
eyes,
eyes.
Yeah.
Jonas had
and
a
it's
drooling mouth.
oh, he did have a drooling and a big
His
drooling mouth,
mouth was like extra wide,
huge,
and his
and
jaw was like too big for his skull.
and the ugliness is exacerbated by strong emotion.
Hmm. Correct. Great. And who is attached to the ugliness? What did Jonah say about that?
Who is attached to it?
Or who's
The principal was
Oh, yeah, the principal.
good
the
old
principal was
principal?
putting it
Poisoning the
on
lunch
food in the
food.
cafeteria. Yeah.
Yeah.
And has
Why?
a
We
secret
don't know.
lab but somewhere in the school, maybe? Secret something. So we gotta find it.
Yep. Great. So right now, where are you guys?
Philip,
My
Mick?
house?
Yeah,
No,
Lucas's house.
Lucas's house.
Yes.
My house. We are
Lucas.
at my house, and my brother just talked to me through a computer, and I made Mick come and confirm, and then do computer whiz stuff to the computer to find out where the message was coming from.
Oh yeah, and I hacked his IP address.
You hacked his IP address.
You hacked his IP address. You were in the Matrix with him temporarily.
She has a history of connecting with machines on a deep soul wounding level. So, of all the people you could have chosen, she was great.
Exactly. Yeah. And he's apparently still in the flooded area. So, more confirmation to Lucas that he's alive and he needs to go help him, but we have bigger problems at the moment.
Yeah, just as a general world update, recently in the town, parts of the surrounding area has been flooded where the loop used to be. And so they call that the vac. And like weird things, it's like the dark forest. You don't want to go in there. That's kind of what the vac zone is to everybody in the surrounding area. So people who used to live around there have all moved into your area to avoid the rising waters of the vac. Dun dun dun. So today's a school day.
Ugh.
You guys have finally gotten through the weekend that lasted forever.
Weekend.
What a weekend! You had a dance, you had a journey.
It was so restful.
Murder may or may not have happened. It's a school day. I believe, Mick, you told your dad that you were quarantining and not going to school. Was that all just a ruse to get him to stay home
Yes.
and away from the ugliness? Okay, so do you guys plan on attending school?
No.
No.
Okay, great.
Lucas plans to attend school. I think he gets
Lucas can attend
convinced
school.
halfway through. He's like up early, getting ready to go to morning practice or whatever, and I think the other two are like, "What are you doing?" And Lucas
Like,
is
fine,
like,
Lucas, you can go to
"I
practice,
have
but
You
you're
can go
practice."
to
gonna miss
school.
out on all of the fun adventuring and exploring. And we'll just get the principal without you. That's fine.
Do you know me? I don't want to be doing any of this.
It's fine. We know, Lucas. It's been a rough weekend. You can go to school like normal. Yeah. I like elbow
Well,
Mick and be like, he can go to school, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
y'all are
he
coming
can
to
go
school
to
too,
school.
right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
Okay, well, we can all go together. Have you gotten ready? We'll need to swing by your houses to get all your stuff.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we're at your house, so you can go, and then Mick and I will go to my house, and then
Yeah,
her
no
house, and
need
then
for
we'll
you
meet
to
you at
have a
school.
detour. You have to get
Yeah,
there
we don't
early for
want you to miss practice.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not going to school early for your practice.
Fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've done it before, but okay. Well, I'll get off to practice and I'll see y'all at school in homeroom.
Definitely see you there.
Lucas, is there anything
Can
that
I
you want to
roll?
do? Yeah, to avoid
What is
this
that?
trickery?
Empathize?
What do you want to roll? Empathize?
Empathize?
Yeah, of course.
Can I get a bonus because they're my friends forever? So I think I know them.
Sure.
Okay.
Noise.
I think I get a couple questions.
You do. They're gonna have to answer. I
I'm
don't know the answer to
lying.
these questions. Is she
Lucas,
lying to me?
he's like thinking about he's like y'all are somewhere else. He's gone back to his room. He's like packing his hockey bag or whatever. And then in the middle of packing the hockey bag, he's like, wait, something's wrong. And then he goes back downstairs and he's like, y'all aren't going to school, are you? Don't think you can just lie to me.
We didn't
If your
say
question
anything.
is are they lying?
Well, yes, are they lying? Are
Yeah.
you lying to me?
Yes.
Hmm. What will they do? What
Go
are
to
you
the
guys gonna
office
do?
and call you out of class and make you come to the office, and then you're already there, so we can break into the principal's office.
How would y'all get into the office?
I would walk into the office and be like, "Hello, Miss Secretary. Could you call this person to the office, please? Thank you." Quite straightforward.
Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. I'm going to practice and then I'll just meet you at the office once school
Sounds
starts.
great.
Sounds great.
That way you don't everyone doesn't know that I just got called to the office before whatever goes down goes down. Okay. Wow. Great. Great talk, guys. Thanks for lying to me to my face. You can just tell me things and then he
Sometimes that
leaves.
stresses you out, Lucas. Okay,
No,
bye.
I'm not
Sometimes
listening.
we don't tell you things for your own well-being.
Everything stresses me out.
And with that, he stomps out the door. All right, you two. What are you gonna do while he goes to practice?
Just alone in Lucas's house.
Yeah. Meatball is staring at you.
Where was I when this computer thing was going down?
Who knows?
I think you were just like in the living room.
Okay.
You were also maybe controlling your emotions a little bit
Oh
to.
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm meditating.
Mm-hmm.
What was
I didn't
that?
call you because you're not good with computers.
I know. I don't want to be good with computers. Hey Mick, what was that thing that you and uh Lucas were doing? He seemed upset when you came out of that room.
Oh, it's just more of our shared hallucination. He thinks his brother's alive in the computer.
Thinks his brother's alive in the computer.
Mm-hmm. But there
Well,
is no spoon, so
no. Why does he wait, 2 questions. Why does he think his brother's alive?
Because his brother was talking to him in the computer.
Then if his brother was alive, why would he be in a computer?
Because he's in the Matrix.
What?
His
What is that?
his digital
hasn't come
soul
out
has
yet.
been uploaded to the internet. I know you're a little bit iffy, but the internet's this great new thing, Birdie. You really should. You would like it.
I don't know, I don't really like you talking to ghosts through that technology.
Well, that's what I was doing. We were talking to Michael.
You're talking to Michael's ghost.
Yeah, digital ghost. But Lucas thinks he's alive because Lucas doesn't believe in ghosts, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I can be pretty confident that his brother's not alive.
Why?
Well, I haven't told him this, but it was a while ago. I
Are you
sort of
sure you want to tell me it?
I mean, yeah, because of the drama.
Okay.
I'm trying to cleanse my soul of all wrongdoing so that I can not feel emotion and have this horrible disease progress up my arm anymore. Do you see it here?
I
Doesn't
do
it look
see
nice?
it. It does look beautiful.
Yeah,
What
so
did we say
anyway,
it looked like?
green?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's just like
Scaly.
bumpy green. Yeah. You
Oh,
don't
it's
have
on
like
my hand because it broke the vial onto my hand. Yeah.
yeah, correct.
Anyway, so what I'm trying to tell you is that I am pretty sure I saw Michael die, so he definitely cannot be alive.
How can you be pretty sure you either know that it was dead or it was off camera, one of the two.
It was I saw it off camera, so it's both of those.
Where did you see him die?
Out in the back.
Oh, that's where the ghost is too. So all
Oh,
checks out.
perfect. That's really reassuring. We needed more dead things coming back to this realm. I mean, do I know that you killed Alex?
There was an explosion.
It wasn't okay. I don't know the specific of the explosion. Well, I mean,
I
it's
think
good
you
that
knew
there's.
that there were two people and a car, and there was an explosion and a fire, and no longer are there two people in a car.
Yeah. I mean, it's really good that there's no one in your life that's recently died that's gonna come back to haunt you. So that's good, right?
Yep, no one I care about. They're all gone.
Oh, lovely. Well, you're good at making things, right? This is a big segue.
Oh,
I know
okay.
Rudy's a motorcycle, but this segue I'm on right now is also called
He's
Rudy.
a Vespa, not a motorcycle.
Segways don't exist yet.
You're good at making things, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Can you
obviously.
so I have this bit of Geminite, which is a stone,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. I take it out and I'm say, can you sort of, I don't know, fashion this into like an item so that I can channel uh spirits? It's Geminite's in tune with the spirit world, and we're going into that really haunted place. So I don't want to carry this rocker.
Yeah.
I'm envisioning like a big
Do
Oh,
you
you
know
want
what
a
that would be?
headpiece?
You want
a
like a
headpiece or an earring or an eyeglass or a nose ring so I can smell spirits.
Yeah, I got you.
Pick a sense, make this item about that sense.
Yep.
all right, what is that gonna be to build things? Every time I'm like, what is the skill
Tinker.
to
Tinker?
tinker?
If you want me to
Well,
make you something, we probably need to go to my house, but that should be fine. We just need to be not seen.
Yeah. Aren't you neighbors?
That thing y'all are notoriously good at.
No, we are neighbors.
Mhm.
Lucas is not. Oh,
yeah.
both of us are really sneaky.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do you have tools? Does Lucas have tools? Lucas probably has some tools.
Yeah, some tools.
His parents are scientists, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to tell
Yeah.
you how to build what you need in order to build this thing.
Okay, yeah. So this is. Let me tell you what I want to build.
Okay, tell me what you want to build,
I
and
want
I
to
will tell
take
you what's required.
Is Geminite?
Mhm.
Is it like crystal? Like, is it opaque?
It's opaque.
Oh,
Never mind. It's translucent.
do you know what?
I don't even think it's a real stone.
Okay, we're gonna say this stone is translucent. I want to shear bits of it to make like discs and make like ghost glasses.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, so cool! Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say
It's
that
really
you
just quartz.
need to successfully comprehend, because this is like spirits are involved, and so you have to make a comprehension check first before you can
You want me
start
to
making
lead
this.
you because I know about spirits and you
Sure.
don't?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, okay, here's my thought.
And I'll say, no, that will never work. And then I correct it very slightly and say, now it'll work. Uh, sure.
Nice.
Oh,
That's good.
that's one.
I mean, I'm not horrible at comprehending.
Okay.
Either.
Great. I'm going to say you can use that extra comprehend bonus to help you with your building, your tinker roll.
Perfect. Tinker bonus die 1.
Great.
And I'll use my bonus success to make it +2 ghost glasses.
Okay.
One for each lens. They have like the little like optometrist things. I can flip it to 1 and 2.
Ooh.
A,
Like
A,
that.
or B?
Like
A,
loop glasses,
B.
whatever they're called.
Great. What's
Screw
their
it in a
name?
little bit.
I'm gonna go with ghost goggles unless anyone has something better.
Ghost goggles. Love it. Or ghost googles.
Ooh, I like if we found like if Lucas's parents have just like science stuff, like maybe they have a home lab or something. We have like a pair of their like lab goggles, and I've taken out one of their eyes and put it in this flipper.
Like they're
That's
like the
really
really old, or like they're like very mad scientists. You know,
Mhm.
they're literally just the two like lenses. So
Yeah,
like
those
your
little-
field of
those
vision is
black-
shorter,
Yes.
but yeah, but you can see ghosts through it.
Perfect.
There. What do you think, Birdie?
I love them so much. Now it'll help me see Michael inside of the computer.
Is that how? I don't. Is that how that works?
I don't know how computers work. I
I
just know
don't
how
know how
ghosts
ghosts work.
work. Together we know nothing in common.
Okay, I guess while Lucas is at practice, we could do one more thing if you wanted.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Do you want to help me make Rudy incognito?
What do you propose?
Well, I think we have to take off the sidecar. I think that just has to happen temporarily.
We
Yeah.
can't just switch out the license plate.
No,
He's aqua.
We could paint him. How
Yeah,
attached are you to the
I
color?
think. Well, I can always repaint. That's fine. I think we take off the sidecar, repaint.
Mhm.
I think that would be good enough.
Mhm.
Deck it out in crystals. Make it the crystal mobile.
What if we reupholster it? I have a bunch of like woven mats that I think would be really cool as seating. And then we
Okay.
could do tie-dye paint on the outside, and then we could replace the headlights with crystals.
Okay.
And then we could replace the engine with an electric engine to be eco-friendly.
I think that is a little unrealistic now. But the rest of it is okay. Rudy can be a hippie incognito Vespa. That's okay.
We still have to.
Great.
All of that stuff is at my house. So, and I'm sure we have to get to your house to work on Rudy.
How
I
to get
mean,
Rudy to there.
Okay. Nix that. Maybe later.
What if we just go really fast? What if we
Could just go
What
really
if we
fast.
detach the sidecar here and then you go as fast as you can without that extra weight?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I think Rudy was a consequence of a failure.
Yeah.
Mm.
But you said I just can't get bonuses. Can we?
You can still use him. I mean,
Uh-huh.
yeah, if we can say you don't get a move bonus from Rudy.
Mm.
What's your move sans bonus?
I mean, I've put a lot of bonuses into it, so it's not that bad.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you guys can do whatever you want, but you won't get that object bonus of using Rudy.
Okay, let's go really fast.
What's your move?
4?
Oh, mine is also 4. Oh, but I'm injured. Never mind. Go for it.
You could lead me again.
I could lead you again.
It's probably not worth it.
Probably not worth it.
We'll just see what it could go wrong. Oh, that's good.
Perfect. Great. Okay, so you guys get there.
Perfect. We're not going to my house. We're just going to Birdie's house.
How do you avoid your dad from seeing Rudy pulling up in the driveway next door?
I come in from the opposite side. And then I
Okay.
don't pull in the driveway. I just pull up into the lawn and drive into the backyard.
Nice.
You avoid the crab habitats, and
Yeah.
Love
I
it.
go inside and I come out with all of these ingredients.
Okay. You want me to do this?
I mean, I don't know a thing about reupholstering a Vespa, but I can paint some wicked tie-dye.
Okay. I don't know anything about reupholstering either. Why don't I just tell you what not to touch? And then you do art.
Do we think that's a tinker? Because I'll be rolling 0 dice.
I do think that's a tinker.
Okay, I'll do the art.
sounds like a fun tinker roll to me.
Oh no. I would like to be upset that my precious baby is being painted like this.
You
No!
Oh no! You gotta take
Oh, she
another
extra messed
condition.
up.
What other condition are you gonna take?
Oh, you want me to exhausted.
Okay. It was just I mean your dad is right next door. You can hear him boop 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 making a little dandelion smoothie and then taking a sip and like throwing it out.
I can lead you instead
What?
to get rid of a condition.
Oh, okay.
Or Birdie can
Or
give
you
you a
could
pep
go
talk.
talk to your dad. Either way.
Don't think that I should do that.
Okay. Let me I'm gonna roll this, and depending on the amount of rolls, I'll tell you how I lead you. Um, can I? Okay, Sarah. This is gonna be my roadwise. Can I?
Tell me
Can
what
I consult the oracle cards for this art project and say like the feng shui of this Vespa is totally out of whack, and we need to consult the Buddha in order to make this Vespa in harmony with nature.
Yes. I mean, are you just looking to use your oracle cards? Yeah, that's fine.
How did you know?
Intent, want to use oracle
Oh,
cards.
good job.
Ooh.
Good
Great.
thing.
Yeah, so you can heal.
Okay,
Yeah, you can heal one.
I won't be exhausted.
Great.
My contributions are good, and I soothe you as we rip apart this Vespa rather than ignoring your protest and ripping apart the Vespa.
I'll let you successfully complete the tinker too, now that you've like calmed Mick down and you've had like a lead. The Rudy is now like back in fighting tie-dye shape. You have successfully remodeled him to be able to be used for the bonus and not like
Birdie,
to
I
send
hate
out a
it.
bolo.
Make Vespa, not war. I wonder
Okay.
what Lucas is doing at practice. I bet it's not as fun as this.
I bet it's
Yeah.
better than this.
While you think about the tie-dye monstrosity. Lucas, is there anything happening at school that you wanted to do?
Um, I think maybe he tries to swing by the principal's office. Like he wants to see if the principal gets in this early. I don't know. I'm thinking. I mean, he probably gets in. I guess they probably don't do morning and afternoon practice. I've instated a hockey regimen that is that is probably unsustainable. Maybe
Truly.
morning practice is really just some physical conditioning or something. So it's only like well, like an hour, 45 minutes before class or whatever.
Not on ice. Yeah.
Not on ice, yeah. So it's more relaxed. It's not the intense actual game practices. So yeah, but he's gonna swing by the principals to see like I guess if he's there that early, if he can see maybe he'll like try and sweet talk the secretary for some information.
Great. What's the secretary's name?
I knew you were gonna ask me that and I was trying to think of a good name.
I need to know who I'm playing.
Her name is Mrs. Spjalljorn.
Great.
You can take that character and go
Spjalljorn.
with a voice for it.
Okay, I got it.
He doesn't know her first name. She's the
Yeah,
secretary.
she's a woman who
Mrs.
commands
Spjalljorn.
respect. All right, so I'm assuming Mrs. Svaljorn is tip-tapping away on her computer.
Of course, with her long acrylic nails.
Yeah.
Clicky clack. And Lucas.
Hello.
Lucas
Lucas, is
wanders
that
in.
you?
Hi, Miss Spjalljorn, looking beautiful as ever. You look radiant today.
Thank you. Yes, I know.
What the hell is the principal's name? Oh, Yarnik.
Yarnrick? Yarnig.
Yarnik. Do you is Principal Yarnik in? I thought I might. I think Coach maybe wanted to talk to him, and he sent me to ask.
Cool. Roll charm.
I would love to charm. Oh. I was about to be like, I'm not that good at charming, but actually, I'm fantastic. So, I want her. Gosh, what do I want? For my bonus effects, I think I want her to take risks for me. And basically, what I really want to know is I want to know if there's a good period where Yarnik's not in the office for an extended period of time. And then, if need be, I want her to either cover for us, like if we get caught, or help distract Yarnik or something, in the future,
Well,
as sort of the risk she will take.
hold on. Let me say. You might want to adjust after I give you this information.
I don't.
She's
I
like,
never like.
oh, honey, he didn't come in today. He lives right next door, but he called out sick.
Are principals allowed to do that, Miss Fjallborg? I'm gonna keep messing up her name every time. That'll be great. It's the new
Honey,
gag.
it's Falyorn.
Of course,
And
Miss
no, he's had
Fjallborg.
perfect attendance, so I'm letting it slide just this once.
Yep. Attendance is important. Even for
But
principals.
he didn't come and get anything from his office. It's all locked up. And I think he just needed a break.
Okay, now I want her to be infatuated with me. I'm now her darling. I'm her favorite student.
Okay. Great. You always were such a good kid.
You are always my favorite secretary. I have to run to practice, but I'll see you later, Miss Fjallyorn.
She says, "Sounds good," and then she does a real slow ancient wink.
You can hear it.
Crusty crackling, and then a sort of stone-like thunk within
Yes. And it doesn't open. Her eye doesn't reopen right away. It's like
stuck there. He winks back. He's a lady killer.
Yeah, she
And a man killer, apparently. Literally.
blushes under all of her makeup.
You can't even see it. It's caked on so thick.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
he goes to practice and has regular practice, I think.
Cool. How are you two, my dynamic duo over here? How are you? Yes, go ahead, Logan.
I just wanted to add that during the renovations, I accidentally disconnected the wires to Rudy's horn, so I installed a little gong and mallet as the horn on this Vespa.
I personally love it.
That's all.
How are you guys leaving Rudy, taking Rudy, walking to school? Any new plans, or you're just gonna go to school as per usual?
We might need to make a speedy getaway.
Yeah, let's take Rudy.
Great. I won't make you roll because you go to school all the time. And you no longer have that penalty on Rudy. All right, so you guys show up on time. School has commenced. Homeroom in Miss Tollefson's chem lab as always.
Oh, we go to the office.
We're
right?
meeting
That's
at the
where
office,
We're meeting at the
technically.
office.
So I think Lucas is already sort of like hanging around by the office door.
Okay,
leaning
the
against the
office,
wall,
not the
looking cool.
secretary's office, but the principal's office.
Yeah.
I don't know. I assume they were conjoined or something.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that the principal's office is like you have to walk through the secretary's office to get to the principal's office.
Right.
So
outside of the front office, I guess we'll say.
Miss Svalyorn has a hot cup of joe, oil slick joe that it is, ready
Black
for
is her
you.
heart.
Black is her ancient heart. Hot is her love. And I imagine she just like is forcing you into small talk until the other two get there.
Oh, I'm outside of the door. I'm not in the room with her.
Okay, then
Unless she's also outside.
No, she's just seen you loitering and given you a cup of joe to drink while standing.
I think
You don't
I'm
want her to know.
drinking it. I don't want her to know what.
Did you want? Okay, you said see you later, Miss Falyern, so I thought you were like gonna actually see her later.
Well, I mean, we're gonna see her later in about 3 seconds when I have to go through this door with my other
Okay,
friends.
well then you smell the smell of coffee, and you know that she has made you one
It's
in
just-
anticipation of your reunited
Eminent
meeting.
return.
She might be humming a little tune to herself.
the dulcet tones of her coffee song.
Yeah. Okay. Great. She hasn't seen you yet. Then.
Yes. Yeah, I'm assuming there's other kids we're like before the first bell.
I would say
So
you got
it's-
like a 5-minute time frame before
Yeah,
first
so
bell.
there's like other kids milling about. Lucas is maybe just hanging, waiting for the others to show up.
You see a tie-dye monstrosity with a gong attached. Roll up to the school.
What is that?
The kid gets in the way and I gong at him.
Is that Mick and Birdie on the Vespa? Can't believe Mick gave the approval for this.
All right, do you guys stroll up to the office?
Yeah.
I'm looking around with my goggles, my new glasses.
You
Mick
hear
has,
everybody
like,
whispering, and as you
tear-stained
guys
cheeks.
tear-stained, deep tears. As you guys walk through school, you now notice that just everybody has symptoms that are impossible to hide. Like everybody
How do we
Everybody
not
meeting-
have symptoms?
You two don't have symptoms.
We're free.
yet.
Yet.
So the symptoms are now impossible to hide. You see a talking mouth on someone's back. You
And they
see,
all just went to school?
yeah,
You
animal,
went to school during worse.
animal ears. You know, somebody like brushes back their hair, and you see that now they have
An elephant ear.
donkey ears. Yeah, elephant ear, whatever. Long tails, gills. Some people even have altered voices, extra
Okay.
eyes, and webbing. Somebody goes to wave, and you see webbing in between their hands.
And this secretary is sitting casually in her office.
Yeah, the secretary, like nothing's wrong. I think
She's
Lucas
like-
lost her vision a while
They
ago.
were all animals anyway.
I
There's-
revised.
She sees nothing different.
Yeah. I think I had imagined Lucas was relaxed somewhat, leaning against the wall. No, he is pacing back and forth like a person who is running out of time and is probably hyperventilating and mumbling to himself, whispering to himself at the same time.
Lucas, did you see what Birdie made me do to Rudy?
Mick, look around you. Everyone's changing.
I know,
and I
Rudy
don't
did.
know what to do.
You two need to calm down. The strong emotion will just make you ugly.
Birdie, everyone's
Lucas,
already ugly.
But you aren't. So just calm.
Can you see your hand?
I think I had a glove on, but now that everyone has it, I embrace it.
You rip off your glove and just go like this.
Do
I
your
think I would
meditation
stick out
pose.
more if I had no symptoms,
Mm.
so I will blend in.
Got it. I think too maybe it's in the shape of like where the glass cut your hand, so it like
Hmm.
took on that shape. And you're not hurt where that bottle broke, but the skin that grew there is consistent with what people think of as like the first symptom of the ugliness. Most of these people either, they're in the stage 1, but it's so big that they can't, they can't hide it with their clothes, or it's progressed into like the eyeball, mouth talking, animal ear, finger web, new kind of appendage system level of the ugliness. So yeah, welcome to the jungle. That was the theme of your dance. What are you guys going to do?
Well, Lucas is taking the proactive option of hyperventilating and freaking out, so he's doing something.
You guys need to take a couple deep group breaths. Come on, quickly, everyone, gather around. Grab my hand, Lucas. You grab this hand.
Is it the ugly hand?
I switch sides so you don't have to grab my ugly hand.
He crushes your fingers.
Good, deep breath in, hold, out. Doesn't that feel better? Now let's go break into the principal's office.
The principal's not even here.
What do
Sounds
you mean he's
great.
not
Apparently, he
here?
didn't come in today.
Well,
Why?
I don't know. Does Miss Svaljord said he was sick?
Does he have the ugliness?
How am I supposed to know?
I don't know. You know he's not here.
Well, apparently everyone's got the ugliness, so I mean, maybe.
Well, if he's not here, wait. He might not be in his office, but he could be, downstairs.
I mean, that seems even better. At least we can find him.
We have to get into his office without Mrs. Svaljorn seeing us. Or do we care that she sees us? Do you want to just go butter her up and have her let us into his office?
I mean, yeah, I was gonna like pretend I needed to deliver something to his office from the coach.
Sounds great. I
Perfect.
think she has a cup of coffee for you.
oh, didn't we leave the window unlocked? We could just go back through the window.
Yeah, if no one locked it in between.
I'll go check.
Roll a d6.
You want it?
Evens, yes, it's unlocked.
The fates will tell
It's
us.
unlocked.
Lucas, you don't need to forge a letter from the coach anymore. The window's unlocked.
Forge a letter. I was just gonna pull out some papers and pretend they were important.
Oh, okay.
We could still do that, but we could also go in the window.
Let's just go through the window.
Okay. The bell rings. Ring! You hear everybody's starting to slope on over to homeroom. Schlep.
I
Just-
avoid touching anyone and I make my way outside.
Okay. You guys won't have to roll to go through the window. So you just want to do that.
I vault the other two up and then I pull myself over.
Sounds great. All right. So the office looks pretty much the same. His desk with the computer. There's a chest. There's, two bookshelves. Pretty much the same as when you guys went in there last. You could roll to comprehend, or you could interact with the computer again, whatever you want.
Yeah,
Can I go to? I left a note last time I was here in that thing. Can I go see if that note is still there?
Yeah,
Oh god, I forgot.
that note has not been touched. Yeah, I don't. He probably didn't see it.
Okay.
I'm gonna start working on the computer. Be like, you guys find the secret Or whatever. I'm gonna.
The password is ecox.
Yeah, I know.
Great.
Can I investigate for secret passages?
You absolutely can. I don't know if ghost goggles will
I'm
help
not
you.
gonna go. I'm just gonna
Okay.
mundanely search for.
Perfect. Yeah. How are you gonna do that? Are you just gonna like knock on walls? You know, the usual like listen for hollow
Mhm.
sounds.
Like take all the books, like
I was
tip
gonna
all
say,
of
I
the
think
books.
Lucas is like obsessively pulling every book.
Okay.
He's like, shoo, shoo. I think he's just pulling them down. Actually,
Mm.
he's like, I can put them back later.
Oh god. Well, then, do you
Great.
want to lead my investigation?
Sure, I can lead your investigation.
Whoa.
Holy macaroni.
I'm pretty good at leading. Throwing books on the floor, very effective.
I'm okay at investigate,
I mean, I gave you 4 dice.
and I only had 9 to begin with.
Oh, do you want to just take one of those and I'll take the other one?
Can I give you one?
Yeah, I mean we can just split it between the scene, right? That's how it was in
The one
Tales from the
success.
Loop. The 2 successes.
Yeah,
can-
sorry. So
Oh.
he'll have one and you have one?
Yeah. Oh, but you already rolled. Never mind.
Oh,
Oh, you mean for the lead?
you meant
Yeah,
split the
yeah.
lead. Oh,
Yeah.
I already pulled. Sorry.
You're good. I just saw 2 successes. Stay.
Stay.
Yeah.
Okay. How can I get into something? Something being the secret passage.
Got it. You see that this chest, not only is there like a picture of, there's like 2 framed pictures over it. One of it's of Alexander the Great, and the other one is of Hephaestus at his workshop, which immediately arouses your suspicion. And you can tell if you like knock on that wall that it's hollow, and like the floor underneath the chest is hollow. So you know that you have to open this chest to get through, essentially.
Okay. What threats can I perceive here? Threats being like, are there traps or alarms on the entrance to this passage?
Um, you're aware that because last time you were in the office, you saw that Crafticor was like in his email contacts. And you can tell that if you don't open this passageway correctly, Crafticor will probably be alerted to what you guys are like, the fact that somebody's trying to get onto this lab.
Huh, okay. I get one more question, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
You
Can
can
I
expand it a little bit if you
like can
choose.
I tell like can I listen at the thing? I just want to know if I can discern if the principal or if something is down there like moving around
Yeah, so you like close your eyes and you send out your consciousness out of your body
as normal people do.
through this passageway. That's how you saw that there was kind of like an alarm that Crafticor would be alerted. And as you go all the way down, you can sense that there is nobody around. It's no one's there. It's just booby trapped. So there's no sounds of like Principal Yarnick or um, an agent or anybody like that in there. No signs of life.
Perfect. I now realize I already had a +1 to investigate Yonik's office from my previous
Do you,
investigate a long time ago.
do you want
Just
what do you
kind of
want to
for
do
good
with that?
fun. It doesn't That didn't do anything. I was just gonna add it to my previous roll, and it
Okay,
didn't work.
got it.
That's
Cool.
all.
All right. So you just got to open this chest.
It's just that simple.
It's just that simple. That's all you got to do. And there's a lock on it, so you can see that it is, looks like a normal chest with a normal lock on it.
You're on the computer, Mick.
That seems like
Yeah.
it could be a tinker.
I'm on the computer. I'm gonna log into his email again.
Okay,
and
great.
see if I can find anything from Elizabeth.
I won't make you roll for that just because you've already done the rolls to get into his computer. There is nothing from Elizabeth on his computer, no emails contacting him at all. Nothing like that.
Okay. I also want to search the computer files for Cox. COX.
Yeah. There is nothing there about Cox either. No, I'm sorry. It was a good idea.
Okay. What about from... Oh my gosh, what's her real name?
Liv.
Yeah, Dr. Liv Hemmelschald.
Liv Hammershard. All right, let's see. There's nothing from Dr. Liv.
Okay.
You could, if you wanted to just get a printout of his contacts or something, you could roll for that and you could find out who he has been talking to.
Okay,
But
sure.
those two names, no.
Okay. I won't do that yet, but I might do that later. Let's
Okay.
open this secret door. Sure, it'll be no problem.
No problem. It's just a lock.
It's just a lock.
Do you need a lead?
What am I doing? Am I
You can
disarming
tinker
this trap?
if you want to pick the lock. You can tinker.
Mhm.
You can break the lock. You just have to succeed for
Okay.
either whatever roll you do to open this chest. It just has to succeed. If
Okay.
it fails, then Crafticore will be alerted.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Lead.
Do you want me to heal you? I think technically I'm not supposed to lead again since we've already used all the dice from that lead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
But I think I could heal you. How am I going to heal you? With
I'm
my healing
upset.
hockey stick? You are upset.
You can see that Rudy has
The marks of Rudy's transformation have left deep scars in your soul. Okay. So I think while
I'm getting more
while
upset because
Rudy's
I'm typing all of this.
projecting, yeah, you're typing and you're getting angrier and angrier, and I'm I've stopped pulling books off of the bookshelf, and I go over to Mick, and I'm like, so Mick, I saw that Rudy looked a little different lately. Was
Yeah.
that how?
I told you Birdie made me do that, and I think that it's probably for the best, but I don't like the gong. The gong was really, really over the top.
Gong. This is specifically the gong. I mean, it's Rudy is still there underneath all of the changes. It's still the Rudy you know and love.
Now
They
you're
just look a little
sounding like
different.
Jonas, Lucas, and that's not a good look.
Like Jonas.
Yeah. Jonas is like, oh, the ugliness. It makes us all equals. Like, what is the beautiful is still under the surface.
I had literally forgotten about that because I wanted to wipe him from my memory. First of all, Jonas is a crazy cultist, so I think drawing a comparison between us is a little unfair, but I understand you're upset right now and you're feeling a lot of really big feels. But I mean, the good thing is you're so good with, cars and vehicles and Vespas specifically. We can just fix him right back once all this craziness is over.
Okay.
You just got to think it's like just a moment for Birdie to have her little time where she gets to pretend that they're good with technology, because you know how that usually works out. It's very bad. Okay, so you just got to humor them for a little bit. Okay,
Oh,
I lead.
nice.
Woo, girl!
You're right, Lucas. We can make Rudy even better than he was before.
He's matured. He goes by Rudolph now.
Is there another condition that you need?
Birdie?
No,
No,
she's
I just have the one.
Just the one, okay.
Okay.
I'll go open that
Let's
chest.
tinker. Whew.
Woohoo! You did it! All right, so you open the chest opens, but it like when you turn the lock and you feel like your lockpicks click into place, the tumblers click into place, the chest starts to sink into the ground and like go push into the doorway, and you can see that it like swings, and it's just like a level of stairs going down to what you suspect is his secret lab.
How did he build this without
Yeah,
anyone
where did he get
noticing?
the money for this? I didn't know
Is
the
this
school
why
had
we
this
don't
kind
have
of
school
funding.
uniforms or for the sports team?
You can tell that it's a closed off section of the basement. So like that the school has a basement. Like that's where, the costumes for the school play are kept. And so like as you see this, you're like, oh, the basement is smaller than it should be. Like he's somehow walled off part of the basement to be this little secret lab. So as you walk down the hallway, you can see that, it's illuminated with the classic secret lab strip lights on the floor, given that ominous look. You can see that as you get in, it doesn't look that crazy. There's, you know, a lab table. There's his desk that has documents on it. He's got kind of like a rack of, hazmat suit protective clothing, and a locker. And then you can see that there's another walkway that like leads off. So like you come through, there's his kind of lab area, and then there's another walkway that leads presumably somewhere else.
All right, everybody, gear up.
Suit up.
Yeah, put on that hazmat stuff.
I'm good.
Birdie.
I would say there's probably two. So, if you're good, the two people can.
You're already
You already have
contaminated,
the
Birdie.
ugly.
You
She's
don't
already in time. Great. So you guys suit up, and what do you do next?
Investigate the lab? I mean, are we in the main area?
From what
Do
you
we
can
see
tell of
lab
like,
tables?
yeah, there's a
Microscopes?
lab table in the middle of the room, and yeah, there's microscopes. Doesn't look like there's a whole heck of a lot of stuff there. Um, you can see that there's some crates too that are empty but are on the side, and it says GMM3 on it. But his desk has all of you would assume are his lab notes. So if you wanted to comprehend his notes,
Oh,
that would probably be
read
a
those
good place to
notes.
start.
I can comprehend. You can comprehend.
I think you're our
I
best
can't
comprehender.
comprehend.
Okay, I will comprehend. I'm good at science.
It's not about science. It's about understanding what he's saying.
I do.
Oh my god!
I
Holy
think you understand.
macaroni. Okay.
The saddest part is comprehend doesn't give you fun stuff. Oh, it just additional information.
Yeah,
And
I'm
you get
gonna have to think
plus
about
3
how much.
bonus.
I would take that as like a bonus for Yarnick related roles later. Like, I'm gonna say you not only comprehend all of his terribly messy and scientific handwriting, you also get like a download of his like spirit. You know a lot more about like his personality. You did like a handwriting analysis almost.
He had
And
his
you
spectacles on, and he could see the traces of Yarnick's aura.
Yeah, so you just like have a lot of like Yarnick related bonus information that you can apply later.
Amazing.
So as you read through, you're like, "Whoa, this is messy. This man must be an evil genius. His notes are insane." But as you slowly parse through them, you can tell that these notes have been they were started in the 80s. Like he's kept them chronologically in order. It's been a long ongoing kind of research that he's been doing. And you can see that these notes pertain to an experiment known as GMM, which everybody has been calling the ugliness. And he started it in a lab known as the Hephaestum in the 80s.
He started
He's a
it.
prophet. Get rid of him.
He started this project in the 80s, and you got to kind of like parse through some of this stuff because it's almost like a journal entry at first. He describes how this Hephaestum lab was a divine place that enabled him and his colleagues Natasha and Elizabeth to realize their full
Natasha.
potential and conduct fantastic and groundbreaking research, scientific research. So
He went from a divine scientist to a high school principal.
yeah. So that was in the 80s. All this journal entries is like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. This lab is amazing. We're pushing the bounds of science." And then, there's maybe a long break in the research, and you can see that he picked it up picked it up again in recent years, and he's much different. He's not talking about the Hephaestum. It seems like he's not using it anymore. But he writes now that you currently doing GMM, which is supposed to help improve the immune systems of other people. And he is now on phase 2 of the GMM experiment, which entails activating the passive agent that has been distributed during phase 1. And in phase 1, he'd been adding the activating agent into people's food in the cafeteria. So everybody had the passive agent in school, and he activated that agent through the cafeteria food. How you got the passive agent, mystery. Nobody knows. So he's been activating the GMM gene through phase 2. And that's when things went wrong. As soon as he activated everyone, instead of strengthening their immune systems, it has turned into the ugliness. It went horrifically askew and did not work. Everyone's immune system overreacted, you could say. And the experiment was a failure. And you can see that in his notes for phase 3 of GMM, that includes he basically writes like, "I wish I had never done any of this. Like this was all a mistake." But Craft Decor won't let it go. And he can see that phase 3 is the last phase, and that includes forcing the infected to ingest a chemical that will heighten the effects of the agents from the previous stages. And that phase is called GMM3. And you look over and you see the crates labeled GMM3, and you see that the crates are empty. So, any questions? It's a lot of information.
I don't like any of this.
I don't like any of this.
So,
Are there notes on how he's going to disperse GMM phase or GMM 3?
no, you can just see that the vials are gone
Mm-hmm.
and that there is a plan. Like either craft a core or he is presumed somebody's going to do it. Either craft a core or him has their little hands, the little greasy paws on that GMM 3.
Okay, I calmly relay this to all of you.
Lucas does not take it very calmly.
So phase 3 has got to be happening to the people who have been taken, right?
Probably.
I feel like I got the impression that they were gonna like mass activate phase 3 on everybody.
I mean, it doesn't matter if we do or don't stop phase 3. We don't have a way to cure any of this.
I don't know if we have a way to cure any of it presently.
Right. And it's already turning people into monsters. What's
That's
the point in
very
stopping them
rude.
from becoming more monster when they're already turning into Jonas?
If you call people monsters, you're no better than Crafted Core, who is an actual monster.
I'm better than an actual monster because I'm not the one who tried to turn people into abominations.
I think you just need to be a little more tolerant of the uglies. Someday, Lucas, you might wake up and you might have an uncomfortably large mouth.
I'll cross that bridge when I get there. We need to find the principal. He's
I mean,
the only one who knows anything.
They probably can't remotely activate phase 3. It's probably still active.
What?
Still
the phase
active,
3s, they
yeah.
force us to ingest a chemical. So what if they like put it in the water or something?
I mean, yeah, sure. Or they could just put it back in the cafeteria food. But either way, we don't know. Maybe Yarnik knows at least where or when they took it.
Follow that other tunnel and see if he's down there. Does that
Yeah.
tunnel go in the direction of his house?
Almost definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't reach. It's not. You can see light at the end of the tunnel. Like it's not. It's not. It's not like going to underground or anywhere else. You could
Does it go
presumably.
outside?
You presume, yeah, it goes outside.
Okay, well, I shed the safety gear we've put on because that seems unnecessary now, and I start heading to that tunnel with my hockey stick ready.
I'm keeping my hazmat gloves.
Great. So but you guys are all going down this hallway. Okay, great. So you go down the hallway. You can see that it was locked, leads to a door that was locked from the inside. So you can easily unlock it and step out through some bushes. This whole door was totally obscured by, I don't know, a giant lilac tree bush. And you kind of step out and you can see that there's a locked grate, like a cellar, almost like a bomb shelter kind of cellar that is right next to it. And then you can see that his house is like, 10 feet away from this door, and that nobody would have seen this door because it's just like not a part of the school that students like hang around in or like walk through usually, and it's obscured by the bushes. So as you look out and you look at his house directly across, you can see in the window his daughter, Mia,
He has a
is
daughter.
waving to you.
She has 8 hands.
You can only see 2 hands, but there might be 6 fingers. She 6 fingers on each hand. Mia is in school with you. I would say she's probably a year younger than you, and she was never super popular. She was always just like a wallflower. And she was the principal's daughter, so like how cool could she ever really be? Um and you're like, from what she's nice enough, but like you really just never interact with her. But she is actively trying to get your information and like trying to get you to come over to her house.
I empathize with her from afar.
Of course you can empathize from afar. What does that look like?
Is she a ghost? Look at her with ghost goggles.
Put on the ghost goggles. I take them off when she's clearly not a ghost.
She's
I don't
clearly
know.
not
I
a
just
ghost.
sort of look at her and I'm like, what do you want? And then she's like, come here. And I want to know if she's like setting a trap for us or if she
Okay.
is. What is
Sounds
she?
great.
If she's in panic mode.
Well, good job.
I would like to reroll, but
Yeah.
I would also like to use my Yarnic spirit
Knowledge.
knowledge.
Mm.
Actually, no, that's not. This isn't that important. I'm gonna be upset that this door was hidden here the whole time.
Okay. Great. You get upset and you're going to re-roll. Perfect. And before you empathize, you notice that the ugliness has grown and spread further up your arm. And you see just the beginnings of what might be a little something new.
I put the glove back on.
in the center of your palm.
Nope.
And
Put my
yeah, I'm
glove
going to say
back
it's like
on.
mid-arm now. So it is
That's
almost like
fine.
you're already wearing a glove.
I don't need to
But
cover up the ugliness. I need to cover up that little something that's going on.
okay. So as you empathize through intense referencing of
Hmm.
Yarnic knowledge and through hand gestures across space,
Like, what does
you,
she feel? Is she in panic mode? What is her
yeah,
overarching emotion?
yeah, she is sincerely trying to get your help, and she does look a little panicked, um, maybe a lot panicked. Um, so yeah, she's sincerely requesting help, and she looks like
What will
she
she
wants to
do?
convey something to you.
What will she do?
And she just wants to talk to you about
Uh,
something urgent
how can I make her do something?
by helping her.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Hey,
mean,
That's
I
a
think
difficult one.
we should go to her window. She really wants to talk to us.
Okay,
is
I'm
that
going up to the
Mia?
window.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas goes up to the
I mean,
window
she'll
too.
let you into the house. Like
Oh, okay.
she'll
Oh,
open the door to you guys.
Oh, well, why didn't you
But
just
she
open
just
it before?
because the door was on the other side and the window was facing the door, so she just happened to see you guys. Um,
He was staring at that lilac bush.
she
Mia,
was
what
she
are you
was
doing?
watching.
Mia, what is your dad doing?
where
You
is your
see,
dad?
you can see that she's crying and she's holding a note. She's like, "Thanks so much, guys. I know we're not really friends, but I just found this note and this is what my dad said." And she hands whoever's closest the note. And you can see that it is a suicide note, and Yarnik has is taking
I'm used to what's her name from Things from the Flood, where she was so self-possessed she could never let her will to live was so strong. This man makes one diabolical mistake and he's ready to give up the ghost.
so diabolical. You can see that in this note is obviously a suicide note, and he is asking for his daughter's forgiveness. And in the note, he says, like, "I'm so sorry, Mia. I should have been a better father, but you won't have to worry about that anymore." And he admits to having led that experiment of GMM in the 80s. But he also says that he was forced to commence phase 2, which created the ugliness. And so he feels so guilty about, caving to that pressure, that he has stolen all of the phase 3 vials. And he's refusing to allow anybody to suffer further, and that he is going to take the vials with him to his grave. So you read through this, but Mia grabs Birdie by the collar, and she's like, "But there's a way to fix it." She's like, "We have to find him. We have to stop him because we can fix it. We can make it all better."
Do we make it better?
And she's like, and she pulls out another thing. She's like, "I found some of his notes on his desk at home." And she's like, all we need to do is to create. We could use the phase 3 to create, like a vaccine, essentially. So we have to stop him from we have to stop him before
we
he
have to
does
stop him
something
from
crazy.
destroying phase 3, not from killing himself.
Yeah,
Well,
ideally killing himself, and
I think he
but
would
one
help us
takes
with the vaccine.
one takes preference.
yeah, I
Precedent.
mean, it seems from the note that that is going to happen simultaneously. Like, you don't know exactly how he's going to destroy the stuff and kill himself, but it seems like it's a one
Mia, we have to
action
stop him from
plan.
doing at least one of these
Where
things,
would he
maybe
go?
possibly both.
Where
And on
would
that,
you-
we're going to take a short break.
This is ramping up exponentially. Just want to hit someone with a hockey stick.
Just hit someone with a hockey stick. We're going to take a 10-minute break so that we can wrap our minds around this. We'll be right back after that 10 minutes. We never go over, I promise, ever. Yeah, so
Okay.
come on, let's do it. And we're back. Back again. Backstreet's back. Call a friend. We are going to pick up where we left off with Mia shaking Birdie by the collar and saying, "We have to stop my dad from destroying GMM3 and himself. There's a
We
way
have
to
to
find
stop
a
him
cure."
from destroying GMM3. Where is he?
And himself, Birdie!
Where is he? Well, I mean, if he's already a ghost, I could talk to him.
That's too late.
She's like, "I don't know. He's always one talked about. He felt most at home in the tunnels of the loop, and we have a cabin over in Vasbihage on
Oh my god, Vasbihage!
On Munso.
That's where we summer as well.
Munso. She's like, I feel like maybe he went there.
Oh yes, Vasbihage. Okay, let's go.
If
Well,
you
yeah.
guys go there, I'll meet you in Miss Tollefson's chemistry lab after school to set up the cure.
You're not gonna come help
No.
save your dad?
No, absolutely not. No.
What if we get there and he's like, no, the only thing that could stop me from committing suicide is knowing my daughter forgives me. And we say, well, she didn't want to come. She actually wanted to go to chemistry class.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, it'll probably be scary. Why don't you just write a little note and sign
The
it
book
so we
says
can give it
no.
to your
I
dad?
don't go with you. So I can't go. Yeah, I'll write in. She writes a quick note that's like, "Dad, I love you. There's a solution. Trust these kids."
Yeah,
Okay, that's
what
fine,
everybody should
Mia.
have been
We
doing from
don't
the
have room
beginning.
anyway.
We really don't even
No,
have room for
that's
this
true,
group
we
that we
don't.
currently have.
Okay.
Mia, question. Do you have any roller skates?
Roll a d6. Evens, no. Odds, yes.
Evens, no. Odds, yes.
Perfect.
Perfect. Roller skates. I have one pair.
Wait.
Odds, yes.
Odds, yes. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Great. Someone needs to borrow those. Lucas.
Lucas knows how to skate. It's perfect.
And we can pull him on
Oh.
Rudolph.
I forgot that there was no sidecar.
We got rid of
anymore.
the sidecar.
Now you have to be your own sidecar.
Let these bad boys on and let's go.
Okay, I do that. They definitely do not fit.
Great. Yeah, they're like her mom's roller skates from like the 60s. They have 4 wheels on them.
They're not even a boot. They're just the like quad skates that like strap onto shoes.
The strap on.
Oh, perfect.
She's like, "Okay, great." And my dad always talked about there was this old abandoned robot factory from the loop near our cabin. So if he's not in the cabin, maybe he's
He's
there.
definitely in the abandoned robot factory.
We'll go there first.
We'll go there first, yeah.
It's like it's underground, so you'll probably want to look for it there.
Okay.
In the ground. Okay, great advice, Mia. Thank you.
Mia, as helpful as always, transcending campaigns, your help.
That is true.
That's true.
Burn something down while I'm gone in my honor.
She's like, "I will Bunsen burner things down."
Cute. Get in that chemistry lab.
She's like, "Meet me back there, okay? Bye."
Okay, bye. Hey, Lucas, get these on.
She's strapped in. He's like, I've never done this before.
Nope, me
It's
neither.
just like skating.
No, it's not.
It's just like skating. We could tie you to Rudolph if that would make you feel better.
I thought you were dragging me behind.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Yeah, like tie your hands to Rudolph so you can't let go.
No, I don't think I want that.
Okay.
I love how you're now addressing Rudy by his full name, Rudolph.
Mhm.
He's matured now.
He's
Now
I'll
with
just
his
mature.
hold
new
on
look.
to you, and you hold on to Mick, and Mick's driving, so it's
Oh,
fine.
okay, yeah, that's fine.
Great. For some strange reason, there are no patrols anymore. But so
Hmm.
you guys don't have to roll move to get to Munso.
Why would you have the ability to say something good and make it bad?
It is my pleasure. You don't have to roll move. There is nobody stopping
Wow, our
you.
roller skate XL Vespa is flawless.
Flawless execution. So you can easily pull up to the Yarnick family cabin. Doesn't look that family friendly. Looks pretty small and cold and desolate.
There's only
But it's
one
like
member of this family, so
We love cold dead family houses in
it's
this.
so
we
great.
stand dead houses.
You can see that somebody has been to here. If you wanted to roll to find out more information, you could take a look around. You could go try going in the cabin or out and about, whatever you want to do.
Like, is
Can
there a
I?
car? Is Yarnick's car there or something?
Sure, yeah, Yarnick's car is there. What, Logan?
Can I empathize with the spirit of Yarnick to determine I just have such a good idea of his whole being that I know exactly where and how he would commit suicide.
You did read 20 years of his
This is
research
right.
notes.
In
Of his
'83, he
innermost.
said, "If I ever commit suicide, this is where and how I would do it."
I'm so frustrated with this research right now.
You can roll comprehend
Okay.
to like essentially comprehend like his motives or like where he would go. It's really semantics, doesn't matter.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus now.
Okay.
Nice.
Woohoo! Great. So you would know that this is like a meaningful place to him. Like maybe he's mentioned it repeatedly through the notes. And he talks really fondly of working his time, like working at the Loop. Like you know that was like his happiest time of life. So if he was going to like end his life, he would probably do it in that underground loop
In the happiest place.
factory. Yeah, I was so happy.
Well, let's skip that house and just go straight to that robot factory.
Yeah.
I mean, do we know where an
gotta find
underground
it.
robot factory is just hiding?
But if his car's here, he's
Underground.
gotta have walked there, right? So maybe we
Yeah.
can. I mean, it's gotta be close.
Yeah, I mean, we could go inside and see if he has like notes or a map or anything. I mean, I'm not some wilderness tracker. I mean, do you know how to find someone? Okay.
I would say you guys see footsteps leading into the cabin, but not out of the cabin.
Oh,
Secret
great. There's
tunnel.
a secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Well, let's just go start pulling all the
Lucas
books off
opens
the
the front
shelves.
door and goes through.
Okay, let's go.
You have your hockey stick.
Of course. Never go anywhere without my hockey stick.
Okay, so
My emotional
you
support hockey stick.
can see that there's traces of dust in the cabin. There's, several bottles, empty bottles, and, what used to be like the rifle that was mounted over the fireplace is no longer there because you can see a lovely outline of where it was. Very clean shape of a rifle. And you can see that there's a back door, so he could have left through that back door. There's not necessarily a secret tunnel, but there is like stuff in and around. So if you wanted to investigate the cabin, you absolutely could, or you can go straight on through to the back door.
Since you gave us the option, is anyone else good? I mean, I'm getting down there with my dice, but I'm still probably way higher than both of you.
We can investigate. I have 3.
I have 4.
Here, I have 7.
Okay. I'm gonna lead you and heal you with my healing words of wisdom.
Mhm.
And we're gonna come in here and we're gonna say, and I'm Lucas is gonna be like, he's gonna look at Mick and he's gonna say, Mick, go see if you can find a computer or anything real quick, or maybe like a tech or something. I'm gonna talk to Birdie for a second, and then he pulls Birdie aside, and he puts his arms on both of your shoulders, and he says, Birdie, I know I said some stuff about people turning into monsters, and I wasn't thinking, and I just was really caught up in the moment, but I want you to know that no matter what happens to you, you will always be my friend. And I want to cure you. I mean, I take that back. I want to find a solution to the ugliness, but even if we didn't get rid of it, I would still be here for you no matter what. And that's his lead.
I take off my glove and show you my funky hand, and then I hold it out for you to take my hand and touch my ugly.
Hands touching hands, reaching out.
Lucas squeezes your shoulders harder, but does not take your hand in this moment. Oh my god. Okay, I will check. What will I check? I'll check scared. Oh, can I? Yeah, I can do that. This is gonna get real bad real fast.
Oh, that's
Holy,
good.
no,
You
it's
check
not.
scared. I'm gonna need you to roll a d6. Odds, yes.
Uh-oh.
Evens, no. Great. You, as you become scared, notice that a rolling. Yes, indeed, you have eaten cafeteria food enough lately, and you are scared enough.
Well, I carry my own condition with that leadership role, so I want you to take those words back right now.
You feel the stirrings of the ugliness, and maybe you cut
No,
yourself.
I don't. I convince myself that's my anxiety giving me a stomach ache.
So just as you're about to think you see something, you mentally take charge, and it doesn't manifest, but it's bubbling under the surface. The potential is there, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Cool. So you cure your own condition, and you are curing the condition that Birdie has.
You can heal
Yes.
2 of mine, right? One of the bonus effects.
Think you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can. I can do both of those things. I can heal an additional condition on you, and I can heal myself because I got so many successes.
All right, I'll let you all do that.
Good as new.
Wow.
Now go investigate.
That really touched. I felt like you really connected to me over
I
the
did
ugliness.
literally touch you.
Mhm. Maybe we're not so different, you and I, on the ugliness.
Mm-hmm.
What
Sure.
am I'm doing? I'm investigating this entire cabin.
I mean, it's not that big. It's like it's a one room, one story kind of cabin. There's maybe some lockers and
Do
a
we
little
think there's
kitchenette.
any ghosty ghosts around here? Hopefully not yet.
We specifically want one less ghost.
I
Use your pride. What's your pride?
or your shame.
Oh, yeah, your
My
shame.
shame. I have visions of I don't know. I just while I'm looking around, I feel like I just see Yarnik in the house doing something that he did in the house, and that's my vision. I see him
Okay.
doing something.
And remind us why this was your shame.
Because I mean, it was a weird thing about me, but now everyone's weird, so it's actually a pretty non-weird thing about me anymore. But it's because the loop investigated on me and conducted experiments on me when I was but a wee
Okay.
Swedish baby.
But a wee Swedish babe. So you've had psychic intuitions before, but you haven't had like full blown visions the way that these are. And so this is like as though Yarnik is really there. So like you are having a hard time differentiating potentially your vision reality and
Mhm.
like reality
I go,
like
Yarnik, he's right there, and I'm like
yeah,
pointing at an empty spot in the room.
perfect. And you see him walk in and you see him like open a cabinet. Um and in the cabinet there's some like there's a light you flashlight, that's what I'm looking for. I was like light bulb, a flashlight. You see him grabbing a flashlight and you see that next, underneath of it in a locker there's one of those inflatable rubber boats. So he grabs a flashlight, he grabs a boat. He has the rubber, he has the rifle from over the mantle. And you see him like chug a bottle of rum and, like smash it on the ground and walk out the door, the back door. So you now know that there's, flashlights, a boat. There's another inflatable boat. You see though there's two. He took one. There's another one there if you want to use it. Um,
Yeah.
and you see him walk out the door. And you could like if you go to the window, you can see him walk into a meadow and then like go down into the ground.
Well, he took the boat underground. That's a good. That portends good things.
Yep. Really excited about whatever that means.
Okay, guys, let's go find our drunk and emotionally unstable principal who has a gun
And a boat.
and a boat and is underground.
Okay, let's go.
There's no computer
grab-
here.
There's
Oh,
no what?
okay.
There's no computer.
There is no computer.
We grab the boat. We grab a flashlight. Well, I guess we already have a lantern, don't we?
Yeah.
Is there more alcohol? Ah, he drank all the rum. Bastard.
So selfish. And we go towards that meadow.
So wait, what did you grab? Remind me.
Just the boat.
Just the boat. Okay. Great. So you can follow his footprints, and you see that one of the hatches, those old hatches for the loop tunnels, is open and just hanging out in the meadow. And you can go descend into darkness and
Lantern.
follow into his footsteps. And just as you guys are going down, you hear the screech of cars and what sound like booted feet. And somebody said, "Search for him."
Just close that hatch, right?
We locked the hatch from inside.
I'll weld it.
If you want to do anything, you just have to make a roll, or you
Sure,
can
I'll
I'll
like
try
force
to.
close that.
Well, let's close it and then I'll try to like rig up a locking situation. Just to, I mean, it probably won't keep them out forever, but to delay them.
Sounds good.
Okay. Tinker?
Sure. Do you have any tools that you can use?
She always has like her tool bag of random things.
Perfect. Great.
1 success.
Great. So that you gain some time. Like you said, it won't stop them forever. What do you do? What do you think you do with your tools? Do you just like jam a wrench in there to keep
What
them
is
from
the?
turning?
Oh, that's not bad. What does the top look like?
I think it's one of those like old crank hatchet, like wheel, like
Mm.
submarine top kind of hatches is what I was thinking.
Yeah, I
So
think
there's an
that
open, you can open it from the either side and there's like a wheel.
I've got like some sheet metal and I just like crank the sheet metal in to get it like real stuck in.
Perfect. Okay, great. You have bought some time, but you hear the pound, pound, pound of booted feet.
Let's go. They don't have a boat though, so that's their short.
Yeah, there's
They're
only
shit
2
out of luck
boats.
there.
Great. Okay, so you find just the maze, if wandering around in the dark. It's just a maze of tunnels. So unless you do something to try and get a handle on this maze, you're just going to wander around kind of in this semi darkness.
We listen to see if he is there. Like if we hear anything. I mean, I could move to try and like scout
Yeah.
a bunch of areas really quickly.
I could
'Cause
say you could
technically
listen to like comprehend potentially.
I mean, someone else could listen to comprehend.
I open my ears into my 3rd ear, which is growing on my palm.
Oh my god.
I need to comprehend way
Wow!
more.
Ear comprehends 3
You
days.
really understand so much.
It's my worst mind skill.
um Okay, so you comprehend, and as you've been wandering, like you guys have been kind of walking around for a little bit, you notice after wandering around for a little bit that each crossroads has had symbols marked onto the side of the tunnels. So after enough time has gone by, you are like, "Oh God, these symbols mean something. Like this, I know where this goes. Like this must be the one to the factory." And so you see that, and you get on the right tunnel, and you notice that as you go down this tunnel, you hit water. Um, icy
This must
cold,
be the right way.
icy cold, deep water, like gets deep fast. That's part of your comprehend. I'll roll that into some of your successes of the comprehend. Like too cold, too deep for you to physically force your way through.
Good thing we have a boat.
Good thing we got a boat.
Lucas immediately starts blowing up that boat.
You
Great.
got those
This
athlete
is what all
lungs.
my anxiety has been training me for.
Great. You get right on into
We have
that
no
boat.
way to paddle.
You have your
Hockey
arm.
stick.
Hockey stick. You could be like a gondolier.
My hockey, yep. I do that. I borrow some more sheet metal from Mick, and I make it into a better paddle.
Okay, you guys push off and follow the symbols, and it takes a while to get anywhere. And as I would say, like once you guys have been like on the water for 20 minutes, you start to hear the vroom of people, using some sort of mechanized tool to get into this tunnel. So
Oh, I
you
thought it was
know
a boat coming after us.
I thought it was a nice boat. I was like, "There's a whole motorboat down here."
or like they're cutting open uh, the hatch. So they whoever these people are, they're on
Paddle
their way.
faster.
And as you get down there, the water stops. You can safely beach the boat. And you can see that there's a large hall full of machines and assembly lines. None of it's working. It's like a huge, what must have been the factory floor of this robot factory. And I actually lied. The water level here is the same as in the tunnel. You don't get to beach
Oh.
the boat. So it is
Oh.
just like a flooded factory still. And as you're paddling through, you hear music that seems to play from like the floor overseer platform. So you hear just like heavy 80s rock playing from the up platform. And you can just see like there's lots of lights coming from this platform. You don't know exactly what's going on. There you can see like the platform used to cut AI crystals from its walls, but the machines are all corroded. Nothing works. And then you can see that a little baby rubber boat that seems so similar to yours is fastened right below the platform. And so you assume that Sven Yarnik is probably up there with his rifle and his cassette tape of 80's greatest hits and all of the GMM3.
Okay, let's go.
Should we just call out to him?
No, the 80s rock music is playing so
It's
loudly.
too loud. We have to go up there and personally confront him.
Okay. Sure. We dock the boat. And I'm assuming there's like a ladder up to the platform. Like, how high up is it from the water level? Or like, is it just a little bit? Like,
I would
can he
say
see
like
us?
there's probably a ladder. Yeah. He can definitely see you. So before you guys do, as you enter this hall, like because he's above everything and because the light is kind of like refracting out of this platform through these old crystals that used to be used to make the robots, he definitely could see you coming. So that's a question of if you want him to know that you're here to talk to him, or do you want to sneak, or do you just want to move and get there like as fast as you can, kind of a thing.
I think it's fine if he knows we're here.
Yeah, I think we just
We're
need
gonna
get
talk
there
to him
fast.
anyway. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Great. So you're gonna move the boat over to the platform and
Yeah.
climb on up. Great.
Yes.
So Sean's like, yes. As you do, you hear, maybe you guys are all climbing up the little rungs of the ladder. You hear Principal Yarnak says, "No, don't come any closer. If you come in, I'm gonna destroy us all." And you hear a cocking of the rifle.
Oh my gosh. Lucas is like, Yarnik, it's your students! It's me, Lucas! We have a note from Mia!
I don't deserve to live. I don't deserve to be
We're not
Mia's
gonna
dad.
argue that point.
Shut up, Birdie! Mia says she found a cure. We just need to use the GMM3. It'll be okay.
He just is sobbing.
We don't want to
He's
hurt
like,
you.
"It's my worst thing I've ever done. All my precious students meant to
Yeah.
help."
Yeah,
Probably.
and the only way you can fix it is by fixing it. Otherwise, it's gonna continue to be the worst
You
thing
can
you've
be a
ever done.
good dad to all your students by curing us of the ugly.
All right, what do you guys want to roll?
Group
Is this just a
play.
regular trouble or is this extended?
This is going to be extended trouble.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna try and charm him,
I
Okay.
want
being
the
like,
charm
you
too.
can,
Yeah.
you can be the father of the whole school,
Okay,
and
got it.
make it up to all of us by curing us, even though you weren't a good father to Mia, and this is all your fault.
Got it. Extended trouble, I have to give an amount of successes, right?
Hmm.
Yes, you do.
This
This
one
isn't
they
a chapter ending, is it?
huh?
Or you get to decide. Yeah, never mind.
I think I get to decide. I'm
It's
gonna
like
say it's
players
going.
times a number.
What'd you say, Abby?
Players times a number.
Players times a number.
Mm-hmm. I think 3 was like moderate. 4 was
I'm feeling
high.
like 6 or 7. Make
Players
it
times 6 or 7?
6.
Oh no, total.
Yeah, like total.
6
So like
times.
players times 2.
Okay.
What?
Let's make it. We'll make it 7 because he's really on edge, and you guys took him by surprise.
Okay.
So it's a little bit harder. And
I'll
he's
go
like,
first and charm.
I have a note from his daughter.
okay, you'll go first with Cham. Love it.
Charm him so good.
That's
Charm him
pretty good.
not great.
Still,
Take it.
still solid.
I want to charm him
Okay.
too. I'm gonna be like the only way this. I mean, this can only go down in history as your worst accomplishment if it remains a thing. The whole school is a disaster, and we need it to be fixed.
I love it. And he's just like, I'm not worthy.
Shut up!
Not at all.
Yikes.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to look at the rules. You can take conditions for rerolls and extended
You can also
trouble.
take
I thought,
conditions for
for
successes.
points. Yeah.
Yeah, but someone might break or what. I don't remember the rules for that.
Oh, you have to. One person has to take all of them, don't they?
Yeah. I think it's the person who rolls the lowest too, so.
Oh yeah, it is.
Might I recommend re-rolling, Mick?
I mean, I could just use my shame, or I can reroll.
I mean, if you get 1, you're still the lowest so far.
How would you use your shame? You're the
Um,
stupidest one in class, right? That's the one.
yeah. What are the chances on 6? Not that good. I'll use my
Not great.
shame. I'm the dumbest one
Great.
in my class. I'm gonna be like this, you are worthy because you have helped people like me. You're the only one who cared about my dyslexia, and you really helped tell those teachers that they needed to help me, and my grades have been marginally better.
But emotionally, so much better.
But emotionally, so much better.
Okay. I think that calms him down a little bit. I'll give you 1 success for that.
Yep.
Does that seem like it
Yep.
makes sense? Okay. So we have 4 then left to.
Bring it home, Lucas.
Fuck me. Can we think of any way I can force with a hockey stick? Because that is the only.
Run out of his hands.
Yeah.
Or just tackle him. You know, when like people are about to
just
jump off a cliff and
knock him out.
people tackle them back onto the cliff, just do that.
Yeah. Tackle him off the cliff into the water.
Or back onto the cliff. Really just tackle him away from the gun and whatever it is he's doing.
Yeah, I think while they're charming him, I went to like
Okay.
peek over the top so I can just at least see what the visual situation is up here. And I'm away from, well, I guess he's got lights up there. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Can I at least see what this situation is on top of the platform before I make the
Yeah,
decision?
you can see you could see that you can see he's brought 3 bottles of liquor with him. So 3 more bottles of rum. He's got his rifle and his cassette tape and 3 boxes of the phase 3 vials. He's lit some candles so you can see like there's light in there. Oh, that's probably where the light's coming through. And you can tell that he's very drunk and trying to work up the courage to pour the contents of the vials in the water and then shoot himself. So, like, maybe he has, like, a vial, he's, like, got a crate open and has, like, a vial ready to drop. And you hear, as you're looking and as you're talking, you hear the chug of a motorboat, of a motorized boat coming down the pathway. Not quite to you. They're not quite into the hallway yet, but you can hear that the vroom vroom of a boat engine. I don't know if boats vroom, but you know what I mean.
Okay, let's see.
You could just try and overpower him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a drunk man. I don't think that would be very hard.
He's a very drunk man.
I was trying to think of something more interesting. But yeah, I mean, I think Lucas I do like him just knocking him out. It's like a stress situation, Lucas panics.
He's like facing where people are talking to him and you come up and just like bop him in the back of the head.
Yeah, I'm thinking almost, yeah. I was thinking that maybe I like try and like climb around the edge a little bit so I'm not right where the ladder is supposed to be. And then Lucas like kind of hoists himself and then gives him a good old, you're too drunk for your own good. You need
Wackadoo.
to be wackadoo.
Great. I love it. Are you using your hockey stick for that?
I'm using my hockey stick. It's a blunt force trauma weapon.
Nice.
Pretty good.
It's not worth re-rolling, I don't think.
No.
All right, so you just need 1 to take check and condition for, right?
Yeah, I got it. No problem.
Isn't it still not a full success or whatever?
It's not.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what?
I was thinking you still have to breach the like threshold of successes, but it's not a complete success.
Yeah, but you guys, for all intents and purposes, succeed in this instance.
I'm exhausted again.
You're exhausted, babe. Files are about to fall and you manage to catch them in time. I'll say you just recover enough of them.
Once going over, I use the little L shape from the hockey stick to like get in there and hook it and then pull it back.
Yeah, you're like, no, so close. So you can, this is going to be still part of extended trouble, use your remaining time to escape with Sven and the agents. And you basically just have to like avoid them and get out of here before the agents catch you and Sven. And we're gonna assume need Sven to help make this.
I pulled the smelling salts I always keep in my pocket.
You could slap him awake.
No, I pull off my socks, which are notoriously stinky from being an athlete. I pull off a sock, I ball it up, and I stuff it right in his nose. And I say, take a deep whiff.
Do you still have the vials, or have you like opened the door and passed them to anybody else, or?
There's a door? I don't even know. I assume the others have come up by now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are all on the platform with Yarnik. Great. He wakes up choking
Works like a
on
charm.
this
You said on the field
terrible.
before, on the ice.
He's like, "Why did you guys stop me?" And then he hears like the radio of Craftacore, and he goes, "Oh no, they're here! They'll find they're
Shut
they're
up!
about to
Yes,
use it."
shh, shh, shh. We know.
Okay,
You're the only one who knows the way around this dumb, flooded factory. We need to get back to the
It's the
inflatable
happiest
boats.
place on earth, Sean.
Shut up.
he's like, "Quick, turn out the candles." So that they don't
Turn out the
immediately
candle.
see us. Turn out the candles!
I'm a candle expert, and I blow them out individually.
Very slowly, little.
Giving each one a breath.
Okay, great. And so basically he's like, we just have to beat them to our boats. There's a back exit that we can take as long as we get to our boats before they get to us. We should be able to scoot out here. And you see that he has a motor on his boat, so you won't have to like hockey stick. There's only one motor, 2 boats.
Hockey stick. Don't underestimate the power of the hockey stick.
His way there.
Okay.
So it'll be a move roll essentially to get you guys all down there in one piece faster than Craftacore can spot you.
Yeah.
I'll have to
I'll
roll
move.
move or just one?
I start throwing people.
Just one. I'll let it be just one. We already have consequences.
Can we lead for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Who has the
How are you gonna
most
lead me?
move?
I do, by far.
Okay. I'll lead you, I think. I have 5 in
Can you
lead.
soup
How
up
many
the
do you have,
motor?
Logan?
I have 6 in lead.
Oh. And I'm exhausted, so why don't you lead?
I'll lead you.
Jesus.
Praise the Lord.
Why couldn't you have gotten
Praise
that
the
on
Lord.
the
Logan, you've
last
been
roll?
rolling so well.
I say,
Okay,
what do you do? You're moving?
I'm moving us.
Okay.
I think I've lifted Yarnik just like onto my shoulder because he's drunk and too slow and clumsy. I've left the rifle. Shoot.
You shoot
No,
the
I
rifle?
tossed. I shoot the rifle. No, we also need the vials. The crate's probably not that heavy. Mick can handle the vials.
Yeah.
Yarnik's
You
probably
can see
heavy.
that he's
Okay.
consolidated all the vials into like one
Yeah.
box because he was going to get rid of them and himself all in one fell swoop. So once he was on that platform, he kind of like put everything together in
Perfect.
a
I've got the vials.
vial.
How do I lead you? I grab your shoulders and I say, Lucas, I see a little bit of me in you. And by a little bit of me, I mean the ugliness. I see it in you as well. I can feel it. So I just want you to know that even when it's just you and I affected by the ugliness and not Meg, because she has made it through unscathed this whole time, I don't think you'll be a monster. I think you'll just be an uglier version of yourself. But the inside will be the same as it is now.
And that
that-
works to move Lucas because he's like, oh god, we gotta go.
I don't want the ugliness. And he starts moving even faster. I think it was emotionally unsettling, but it was adrenaline pumping. Okay, I'll just apply all 6 dice, I guess.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do
Wow.
it. Do it. Okay, you guys move the best. Are any of those things applicable?
Impress someone or no one notices you. So I'll take no one notices you, and I impress. I'm just impressive. I impress. I impress.
You just impress all.
Just impress all.
Great. All right. So you sneak out of there, but right as you're like turning the corner, Mick, you look back and you see the headlight shine on the face of one of these agents, and a glint of silver shines back, and you see the clean cut, chiseled face of Alex standing at the prow in full agent uniform. And then you turn the corner and you quickly lose sight of him, and you guys jet down this hallway. And you can see, the loop tunnels are not straightforward. They loop all the way around. So you pop out of the ground in front of the cabin. And Principal Yarnik runs to his car to drive you guys drunk all the way back to the.
No! Maybe somebody else drives.
We throw the Vespa in the back.
Yeah.
Got it.
And the principal in the back.
And then we have
Hawkeye.
Mick hightail us out of there.
Yeah.
Cool. And I will let you get back to that school with all these 4 successes. I'll let it ride.
I push the car so fast. It's as if we're driving.
As though you're driving. Great. So you guys meet back up with Mia at the chemistry lab. You go back, school's over by now. So no one, everyone's gone. And you notice that everything is kind of, wet, like the sprinklers went off. But no one's there. And Mia has the chem lab all set up and ready.
Yeah, why is everything wet?
She's like, "Oh, I just made a small fire so that everyone would leave the school." And,
That's my
so yeah, the fire extinguishers came on in the school, and so everybody went home. So no one's here. It's great, perfect.
Very smart.
She's like, "Oh, but you have my dad. Thank God."
Yeah, he's not really himself right now, but he is here. Also, we have the vials.
Great. Okay.
Please
so
fix this.
Perfect. She takes the vials, and she knows apparently exactly what to do. And she goes, "Aha! I've got it!" And then she's like, "Birdie, do you want to be the first one to test it?" She's like, "Deet, deet, deet," and she squirts the little shot serum that is.
Is it an injection? Or did she just spray me down?
It's a nasal spray.
An injection.
Okay. Sure. Put it right there on my palm, where that little, you see that uncomfortable
Right in the
thing
ear
that's
canal.
right into my eardrum.
Got it. She's like, "Ooh, fascinating," and then she stabs you right in there, and injects what we all hope to be the cure. And after maybe like 30 minutes of drinking cold Miss Svaljord coffee, you see that your strangely textured skin has started to turn to normal skin color. It's maybe left pigmentation behind, but you now have a fleshy skin, and
It like that.
you have normal human skin.
Thank you.
Normal human skin, no scales, no bumps. The bump that was happening has receded, but you definitely have like a dark spot. It almost looks like it would have been a mole in the center of your palm. And wherever the affliction was is now just, it's like slightly darker skin tone.
Someone make me feel a lot of emotion.
I think crystals are dumb and stupid.
Nothing happens. Mick, say something. Get it. Make it worse.
Guru Pedals on the Farm is a liar and a cheat.
Punch Mick.
Mia's like,
What's your
great,
force?
great, this is great. Everything seems to be working. Like this seems to be just the solution that we need. And so she hustles back to work and she's like, you guys can go home. I'll just make tons of this and distribute it at school and like everybody will be cured.
So let me get this straight. The drunk principal and his daughter are going to hand out needles to all the kids in school tomorrow.
Yeah, not hand out needles, but give a
Give drugs to
vaccination.
all the students.
Yeah, we've been
Mandatory
giving drugs.
vaccine.
We've been giving drugs this whole time, Birdie. This time it's on the level.
When
And
you say
why
we, do you mean
I
you
look
and
at
your dad?
Yarnik and I'm like,
Yeah.
and how do we know the loop or the crafted course not just gonna come here and stop us?
She's like, I don't know about that. I just know about science. If you guys want to stop Crafticore from coming here, then by all means, I'll take whatever help you can get. You can even take the vaccines to the black hole. I know people are there. I don't know where it is, but
We should
Do all that to Burgett.
We will do that.
yeah. So I will say, if you leave her to her own devices, she'll do what she says. She'll make enough for everybody. And you guys can come up with a plan of distributing it to people who aren't at school, or to like lead Crafticore.
We take the next one she makes and take it to Burgett, so we can show the black hole people that they can leave.
Okay, great. So you get one.
I think we
just
take-
one.
I think we take
Well,
a pack of vaccines and then we split them into 2 boxes. And one of them we say is the cure, and whoever wants the cure can get it and leave. And then whoever wants
to make it worse,
to make
I'll
it
take
worse
this
can
box.
get the other box.
That is good.
That's evil. I love it. Clever and evil.
yeah, they can't leave the black hole because then they'll get taken by Craft the Course. So there's not. We gotta cure them at the black hole.
You gotta cure them at the black hole.
Yeah.
That's all.
The whole school is infected. They're not taking everyone.
Yeah, but I think they were targeting people who had progressed further first.
Yeah.
I
The
don't
people
know.
at the black hole had it first and like longer, so I think they were better to be.
Anybody who's been already
accelerated.
taken to that quarantine island, they're screwed. We're
Yep.
not getting to them. Good luck with your new life.
Okay, let's go cure and cure the black hole.
Okay.
Great. Okay. You guys
We'll borrow
try rolling
your next car.
contact. Yeah. Contact Louise Tenenbaum.
I can't do that.
Contact.
I mean, you can move too. I just thought it might be fun.
I have 5 to contact.
That's good.
I already did it.
Oh, good job.
Perfect. You know her phone number. So you give her a call and let her know that you're coming. And you've got a solution on the way. And you can take Yarnik's car because he's passed out in a
Stick that
drunken
in your
stupor.
cigar and smoke it.
She's like, Lucas. Great. Well, I'm glad those prophets didn't get you. And I'm glad I could keep these kids safe. You did see it was Crafticore, didn't you? The ones behind this was Crafticore all along.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We do already know that Crafticore's horrible.
Great. Well, I'll be ready with my boat to leave.
Wait, who's Natasha?
She's like, what? Natasha, she was one of the ones that worked at the lab Hephaestus my mom researched.
What happened to her?
I don't know. I lost her trail, but she was a doctor.
Okay,
Medical
we're coming in a little
doctor?
Yes.
What was her middle and last name? Well, did she take a holistic approach?
What is her last name? Natasha Lintov.
Live, Tom?
Lintov.
Pintasha Livtov.
um,
So there's an L, and I, and a V in that order.
you are correct. Great. So basically, that's what all she says. She hangs up. She's like, "See you there." And she will ferry you guys over back to the black hole. Do you have your 2 boxes? Are you going 2-box strategy?
Mhm.
I'm
Great.
letting them deal with that. They can administer.
But
I'm
let's go.
assuming.
Oh, yeah, we'll go, and
Yep.
you will both have a box, and then you'll try and preach the cure, and then I'll pretend I'm in the cult and preach
Perfect.
further embracing the ugly, and we'll fake fight, and then everyone will take something.
Great. I love it. So yeah, I'm assuming you get to Natasha. She drops you off on the
Natasha.
other side. Sorry, not Natasha. Louise Tenenbaum.
Natasha.
So many names. Louise. Louise
Louise.
picks you guys up and drops you off. She says, "I'll wait for you guys when you're done," but she doesn't follow you in. So you guys go in with the 2 boxes. You see Jonas in the corner preaching the good of the ugliness to his followers.
How
And you
many
see
are there?
Scene
Are there
in
a
my-
lot of them, or is there way more of the people not in the cult?
I would say 1/3 in the cult, 2/3 not in the cult.
I take some from my box and put them in your box.
I love it.
We walk in. We have found it. We found the cure, and it is here for free distribution. Whoever wants to leave can get the cure and then leave.
And I say, what has the vaccine ever done for any of us? Let's embrace the ugliness. I have the power
The
of the ugliness, the evolution of the ugliness distilled into a sweet elixir of truth.
Great. You get a bunch of drunken, high people who are not in the cult. Basically, if you're not in the cult, you're just been drinking away your miseries. Stumble over to you, Mick, for the cure. And then Jonas snaps his head around and he says, "The evolution? What do you mean?"
Jonas,
His
I've
jaw
unlocked
is
it.
big.
I've unlocked the evolution. Here, we must all take this at the same time. We cannot wait. If once one person takes it, 30 minutes later it goes away. So we have to all take it within a 30-minute window.
Okay, you manage. You persuade him. You get them all to have a shot, essentially.
Give it right to Jonas in his big mouth.
Give him a mole right in his jaw.
Right here. And do I want to make you guys roll for this? I think it's too fun. We'll just let it stand. You just managed to convince them all. So they all say, praise the ugliness and inject themselves with the cure, not
The
knowing that it's
evolution.
the cure. And what are you gonna do with them while the time, like in that time frame of 30 minutes? Are you gonna hang
You
out
said
with them? Or are you gonna leave? Are you gonna run away and leave
We're
them?
gonna
when they find
leave.
out? Okay.
Yeah, let's leave. We're like, okay.
Oh, this is here.
Maybe
before we leave, I'll say now. Okay, so Jonas, you know this. I'm telling the rest, and I know you already know this. The evolution takes your brain to the next level, and so you go so far to seeing everyone as equal that you see everyone like they were beforehand, and they're all so afflicted with the ugliness that your brain just sees them like normal, and that's when you know you're truly ugly.
Enlightened.
Enlightened.
Jonas takes that guru pedal advice and it really just hits home. It makes perfect sense to him. He says, yes, I can't wait. I've been wanting this the whole time.
Lucas sidles up over to Birgit and he's like, okay, Birgit, everything's gonna be okay now that you've got the cure. Here's the trick. We also gave the cure to Jonas's group. Don't tell them right away, but if things start to go south, convince them to come back home somehow.
Can't I just come with you? Didn't you come here in a boat? Can I just leave with you?
No, Birgit, you're our inside woman.
I've been your
I
inside
need
woman
you.
this whole time, and I don't know if it's helped me.
Stand strong, woman. You need to help all these people get back. We'll make sure that Louise comes and checks on y'all in like an hour.
Okay.
And everything will be
Okay.
fine.
Becky's gonna
We'll see
be
you
a
in school
handful.
tomorrow.
You'll see us with just 2 eyes.
She's like, thank God for that. She's like, okay, I've gone this far. You guys can trust me. Blood brothers until the end.
Yeah. Where did that come from? Is this a new cult?
Very
Okay,
good. Take
and
sheep
we
in with
leave.
the cool crowd. Great.
Peace out,
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Birgit.
So you guys could just like go home, go to school the next day. Everyone gets their shot. It seems like everything is just returning to normal. You know, everybody pretends like nothing happened. Jonas is so either ashamed or believing of Birdie's story that he never brings it up again, because he either knows that he's enlightened or he's too ashamed to not be enlightened to ever admit it. Let's see, some of the infected are left with scars, but they like fade. There's no eyes or mouths or jaws. You know, Birgit's spine has kind of straightened out for the most part. She has a little bit of she's a little crooked if you look at
Douche
her
of
wrong.
scoliosis, just a little.
Just a smidge. You know, and you know, if people had lesser extent of the ugliness, you know, it's kind of just turns into a scar and fades away with time. Crafticore obviously wishes to keep the whole thing a secret. So they choose not to press charges. Nobody from Crafticore comes after you guys. At least for now, but nobody's denouncing you for being those meddling kids. And anytime that you guys try and talk to people about it, no one really believes you. Like everyone's kind of just like, that was a weird fever dream, you know, but it was a one-off thing and it'll never happen again. And we fixed it, yay! And John Lidman from the Crafticore PR department. He basically informs the media they're sticking to their original story that activists had broken into a lab and spread a contagious agent. So you hear John's on the radio come and say, we're so happy to announce that, you know, that the activists have been reprimanded and we've been able to reverse the contagion and clean it all up, and you know, we hope that this won't happen again in the future. So
I hope not.
you guys have successfully come through. John, you go to school like the next day, and Principal Yarnick has resigned, and him and Mia have taken up and
Fled the country.
gotten out of Dodge. Yeah, you're not sure where they are, but they are no longer in residence. Shea
They
Yarnick.
moved to Denmark with our international
They've
visitor.
moved to Denmark with Becky. Becky has offered them
Misty.
Great. So, you guys have successfully cured the ugliness.
We did it.
You did it. You can go home. You don't have to quarantine your dad anymore.
We'll
Great.
see.
Any everyday scenes you want to do to tie up loose ends? Do you want to visit the secretary who's just been waiting for you, Sean, with a cold cup of coffee?
No.
She cries into her coffee. Yeah, okay. You guys can have a chance to do a closing everyday scene, or we can just save that for the opening.
Can we start with that?
Yeah, we can start with
Yeah,
that
let's start with it.
next time. And we'll give it time to like process
Mm-hmm.
the many things that happened today. Great. So that will be the end of the session. We'll do XP off screen and we'll talk about scars and all that jazz if we need any. So yeah, next week, what are we playing, Logan?
Next week, could I interest you all?
We play sadness.
You play
Sadness and agony.
Sadness and agony with
Sadness, agony,
small
failure,
B-man.
and failure. With a small B-man. Yes, you are correct.
And bees. There are
And
bees
bees.
too.
And bees. Next,
Two
it's
small
gonna be
B-men, depending on how tall word is.
it's gonna be an exciting session next time. There's a lot coming down the pipeline, waiting for them to fail, so that I can give them more fun.
Yeah.
Is that more fun? That's not how I would
More-
interpret it.
Much more fun.
Much
I think
more fun.
specifically we're going to be attempting to break and enter into a
To
house,
the
a
dungeon's
manor.
house. Yeah. After she broke all of our weapons
And
by
our
shattering
hearts.
them, and by severing our cleric's connection with the divine, essentially our monk's connection with his holy power. So we're feeling morale is high.
He was already severed. Yeah, morale is at an all-time high, as in below the crust of the earth.
Mhm. In this game, Sarah made Rudy a wanted Vespa, and in our game, I made Sarah a wanted Vespa.
She truly did. She truly did
True.
become a wanted Vespa. And I said, this is not a problem. Let's ignore it and focus on a different problem.
There's just so few problems. You have really
There's
had to make
so
a hard
few problems.
But yes, it'll
It's
be a
great.
fun session. For me.
So fun. Winter has been here and we don't know how to stop it is the theme of this
You
game.
know one way that won't work for stopping
Like
it.
knock off Game of Thrones. Winter has been here forever.
Winter is still here and we still don't know how to stop it. We have gotten collectively worse at stopping it.
Yeah, that's actually true.
So join us for a fun time, and then after that it'll be Things from the Flood again. So 2 weeks from now we'll catch up and see what new crazy thing happens next in 90s Sweden. So
The
yeah,
moment we meet someone named Natasha, we gotta take her out.
take her out, jump
Instantly.
her,
It's gotta
insta
be PF Live.
There's only so many letters in the alphabet, and there's just a coincidence that L, I, and V are found in that
And she's
order
a
in her last
doctor?
name. Who's a holistic approach medical doctor?
Remind everybody what PF Live did for anybody who didn't see the first mystery.
PF
They
Live
did?
ordered too much tea and then created a machine fetus.
Way at the beginning. So while that ramped up
She
fast,
made an empathy machine.
she ordered tea and she made a birthing apparatus. The middle, not important.
Who died?
Mark died.
Mark died. You're
Mark,
right, Abby.
you should know that, Logan.
Yeah, I totally broke up with
Okay,
him.
Birdie.
Birdie's ex-boyfriend Mark died. And that's how the conspiracy of PF Live was exposed.
I still have my bonuses from my rules. I have +1 decoration of Mark, the rocks on his eyes, and I have +1 Mark spiritual person. I don't remember what that means.
I think it was shaman related. We don't know. We can figure that out.
Wow, I really like that.
I'm gonna use that Mark spiritual person +1.
That'll come up when you least expect it. That is a road
Yeah.
wise bonus if I ever heard of
Yeah.
one.
So if anybody wants to watch back to our first mystery, you can see some swamp robots,
Mhm.
birthing
good things.
machines, red lights, and tea and Miss Margarita, which you really should join for Miss Margarita. Cool. Well, we will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining in.